We'll call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Eva Karlstrom.
Larry Hokenedel.
Scott Meredith.
Elaine Whithurst-Sloat.
Jerry Ogburn.
Posting of the agenda was
Thursday, 3:30, the 23rd of January.
the approval of, we'll review the minutes for the, for this meeting. We'll review them and approve them on the next meeting. Communications. Public comments. Any public comments from the public? Any written communications? Reports from the board. Any board reports? No board reports. Any staff reports? No staff reports. Any public reports? No public reports. Well, I guess that's the end of the meeting. Yeah, that's quick. Told you I had to be out of here at 3:45. So anyway, at this time, we'll start the applicants reviewing. When we call your name, come and stand up over here and put your items out on the table or whatever you have and show them, pass them around to us. If you're approved before 5 o'clock, you have a chance to go up to the clerk's office and get your permits that you need for the VillageFest. Then you won't have to come back to do so later on. So that's the you that are, I think they close at 5 o'clock, so anybody before that. So at this time, we'll start out with Guide Dogs of the Desert.
Thank you. I'm brand new at this, so. Are you? Oh, well, heck, then we can go too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that things have to be handmade, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
75% handmade.
50, okay,
75.
these are 55% made. We are going to put out, we'd like to have the small table, and we would like to put out our brochures. I'm going to do a collage with like a story of the guide dogs from the puppy stage to when they go home with the person they're gonna live with. We have, let's see, she brought, I don't know if we're gonna hand those out or.
Yes, we are.
We are gonna try to hand those out?
If we, if we can.
Just basically brochures, how to raise the puppies, also for volunteering, information. We're also, I guess, try to get, okay, Albertsons gives out cards that if we can give them to anybody, if you shop at Albertsons, I don't know, you can give the cards. They will donate 10% to the guide dogs.
So you want to pass those out?
Yes, we're gonna try to get some of they're
If we
trying to make
can.
up some more, and that way, that would be like a donation to some people when they do go shopping, their grocery shopping, whatever. Basically, that's it with the collage. I don't, right now, I'm trying to get some volunteers because I wasn't sure if this was gonna go off the ground. This was my idea. And like I said, I'm new at it. We're hoping that, would it be okay if we did have a dog with us? We may not get him every Thursday night, but, because I have to have one of the trainers with them. But one of the dogs that does work up there at the kennel.
The dog will be on a harness
Oh,
type.
gosh, yes, definitely. Oh, yeah, he'll have a harness, he'll have a little coat on him, and definitely be on a leash and everything, right where the table is, right in the front.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically you just want to hand literature out.
Well, we would like to sell these if it's possible.
If it's possible.
Are they
We have a
75%
cookbook.
handmade?
55, you said. Yes,
55.
55. It's just yeah.
It's just a little dog.
That's actually mostly a donate. It's just a little dog. And then I know we have
And then-
T-shirts and things we can't do.
And we have a cookbook. That
Where'd you
we,
get the recipes for the cookbook at?
they were donated.
They're all donated.
What's the book now? Books.
They're donated.
We have book categories of the books, yeah.
And
of course, just.
Then all
and
of
then
our
these.
brochures just pertain to
So,
We'll have a
that,
few
so
more.
far, everything looks okay except for
Yeah.
the dog,
except the dog.
the
Okay.
stuffed dog.
But what do you
The-
sell the dog for?
$12.
I mean, couldn't you have, I don't know if this would work, but can they have a poor $12 donation, we'll give you a dog? Doesn't work
You
that way at
can't,
all?
no.
That can't work
'Cause they're
that
so
way
cute.
either. I know.
And it goes to such a good thing, I mean.
Well, they have a lot of things
Okay.
up there, but I do know they're not handmade, you know, the T-shirts and all that stuff. We know we can't bring that down, so. But we would like to be able to do some of this, you know, and then, you know, for
And then we have a donation box.
We'll have a donation box. Oh, yeah, that's the most important thing, you know, and then hopefully it's okay to have a live dog.
Sure.
I love the
Okay.
idea of the
Yeah.
dog, that's great.
There's plenty of dogs at VillageFest.
I know that. That's why I was wondering if it was okay. Yeah,
okay.
but no, these dogs are a lot tamer than the ones I've seen down there.
I'll
Especially
make-
the Bajan Frisés that are brought in strollers, like one lady did one
It's so
couple
Palm
weeks ago.
Springs though, isn't it?
Yeah, so this dog in this stroller and this buggy, I'm going, lady, I love my dog too, but
So are there recipes in the cook from local or Coachella Valley people or?
let's see.
I don't know
I
exactly
don't.
where they're all
She
from.
just got this. Yeah, I don't know. I really, truly, Luke's Kitchen Melodies. I don't know what that is.
But we're okay with the book.
Okay.
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 All
Just
right.
the book then, and then you'll be okay if we can get some of these to pass out to people for Albertsons.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know, you know,
Information, I don't know.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then all of the other. Okay, perfect.
I'll make a motion to approve guide dogs of the desert.
Thank you.
To give out their information.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
Thank you all.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, I do have one question, no? Or do I ask you,
Go
or
ahead.
do I ask up at the desk, or how does this work? As far as the area that you get, what we need to bring as far as lighting,
I'll take care of that
electricity?
tomorrow.
Perfect,
Yeah.
thanks.
So, also, everybody, when you are approved, if you are approved, Elaine, normally what she'll do is call you tomorrow and give you the information where you need to set up at or what you need to bring and all that stuff. So if anybody else has that question. Cosmo Inc. Is that right?
I think so.
Cosmeo.
She said she was coming.
Okay, well, keeping that. Wacky Waffles.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann Transport with Wacky Waffle Snacks and Desserts on a Stick. And what we are is we're all different kinds of things baked on a stick that we bake on the premises. I spoke to Elaine previously, and Elaine and I discussed the fact there was a couple of things on the menu that she'd prefer us not to do, one of which was pizza on a stick, because it might interfere with a nearby restaurant. But other than that, this is our menu, and basically what we do is waffles on a stick, muffins on a stick, cornbread on a stick. We do waffle dogs on a stick, and as I mentioned, pizza on a stick. And then we do our dessert menu, and so we kind of broke it up when we serve our menu, which is also displayed on our tent, which is our waffles covered with strawberries and whipped cream, or apples and cinnamon and whipped cream, and then we have our waffle sundaes, and it's all very good, and it goes over real well at markets and alike because they can handle the food while they're shopping, and everything is baked fresh, and we're presented really well. I brought a picture of our tent, but it's decorated for an event that we did in which it was kind of like a summer festive thing, so I can pass that around. And then I also have pictures of our food also. These are fruit filled. This is the strawberries and whipped cream. We have a waffle dipped in chocolate. This is how the waffle starts out. This is a frozen banana we brought. This is our pizza on a stick, although I don't know if we'd be serving that. And then our apples and cinnamon. But all of it's really good.
Could we see those, please?
Sure. How would you like me to?
Just
Do you have a local restaurant in
No.
Palm Springs? Or?
No.
where do you have your booth? Or your
Different events. We're in a
like
food vendor event
just you do a lot
concessionaire.
of
Yeah.
events.
So we do different markets and events. We do a lot of events at Orange County Fairgrounds in Orange County. And
Well, we're sort of at a saturation with food. And basically, that's why I asked you if you are a local restaurant owner.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what we've been doing in the past is putting food on a waiting list until we had another opening.
Well, we've been on a
Down the
waiting
road.
list for over a year, and I'd spoke.
With us?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And I'd
she sent
spoke.
me her stuff over a year ago.
Okay.
Right.
If there was any openings or anything. I said, I don't know, just go to the board and see.
Are we at capacity now for booths in general?
Yeah, actually, we're actually sold out. We're gonna open another block, that's what we're sold out. So anybody come today,
We're really a different food item than most, and well, than from any. And our booth is clean. I mean, we are very highly respected with the health department. We've never had a problem.
So they would go on a waiting list regardless, even if they were approved today?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna open another block up, so the other vendors are gonna go, but I'm not gonna put food down on top of it.
Oh, you're opening up on Tockwitz?
Yeah,
You're not gonna put food there?
I'm gonna put food there, but too.
What I do like about this is it's a different kind of food item. It's very different.
Yeah, it absolutely
It's
is.
it's a street fair item.
I think it's
But I'm
kind of
not-
cute, the waffle.
But I'm not sure where we stand as far as capacity goes, as food and also just the fair in general.
The one thing good about our food item too, if I might mention, is whenever we're in an area where there's other neighborhood restaurants and what have you, they never feel as though we're competing with them in any way, because we are so different. Such as whether we have another vendor type food that we do, which is Italian sausage and Italian meatball subs, and Elaine had said, I don't think that would be a good thing here, which I understand when you're around a lot of restaurants. And so, you know, with our food vendor item of the wacky waffles on a stick, I mean, I don't think you could go anywhere in Palm Springs and you'd find anything like it, so.
Do you work the booth yourself, or are you just
My
a
husband and I do,
representative?
we never have anybody other than ourselves work it.
Because what, you know, it's happened to us a lot of times, I've noticed myself, and this is a personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We approve, you know, say if we
I
approve
know.
you, then, you know, they're set up, then they have somebody in the booth that has,
Right,
you know, they don't care, you know,
We care.
attitude changes, and,
Right,
you know,
we-
they're all nice in here, they're out on the street, it's like you're at, you know, the
Absolutely.
carny, and,
right,
you
no,
know, it's
and,
a whole different thing. And
you know, I wouldn't
That's
even want to be compared on that level, because we, you know, financially speaking, we went into a lot of expense to make our booth look exceptionally well. I mean, it's very clean, it's all zipped in. Our appearance inside and out, as well as our menu, looks very well. And so, you know, and there's never anyone else but my husband and I doing that. We previously owned a restaurant, and probably wasn't the smartest of ideas, but we never hired anybody else. We ran it ourselves. So after 8 years and we were completely exhausted, we sold. But, you know, we just felt no one could do a better job than us. Now, that isn't to say that we wouldn't have someone helping us,
right.
but it would always be us.
Well,
Where are we on the load for dessert type things?
We have crepes, almonds, is that what you're talking about, that kind of thing?
Right,
Crepes,
right.
almonds, chocolate.
Because we're, you know, here again, this would fall into more of a dessert type category than competing with other people,
Yeah, they
you know,
stay with the
their
dessert
type of
waffle.
foods, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
And, you
was
know,
thinking,
I'd
too.
stay away from the pizza type thing because
Right.
we'd be competing with,
Just do the dessert waffle.
No problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Sausage and
that's,
breakfast ones and
that's the
everything.
only way I'd see it really
hmm
working.
We do use ice cream in our ice cream waffle sundaes, and we do cones, but that's still a waffle cone. And then our ice cream waffle sundaes is a scoop of ice cream with the waffles, and then the strawberries and whipped cream, apples and cinnamon, or chocolate and whipped cream.
Sounds good.
I know, it sounds very good. It is something very
Wow.
different.
Now, where's our
Okay.
sample?
I know, anytime you're ready.
If you stick to more of the desserts, maybe, I think I'd be, rather
Yeah.
than, I mean, obviously the pizza and all that, maybe no, but.
That's easier for us anyway, you
Okay.
know, no problem.
well, I think based on the fact that they've, that they be put on a list and for when there's an opening in, just in general, and also in the food department. I'm gonna make a motion that we approve Wacky Waffles.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oppose? None?
None.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Lost City Iron Works.
I noticed
Mhm.
that.
Afternoon.
Hi, how are
My
you
name
today?
is Philip Rowan, and my company. This guy didn't make the trip too well. There was a little traffic, but I make metal sculptures, and this is what I do. I build them myself from sheet steel and just basically components that I can find, available to the industry. But they're basically either interior or exterior art sculptures. They have functions as well as just being cute to look at. Some of them will be plant holders. Some of them actually kind of are designed to have dog dishes in them. I actually have some photographs. And some of them they're just kind of whimsical. The price points on these generally they're going to be around $35 up to maybe $65. I want to keep the price down so that people can enjoy them. And these, I couldn't bring obviously everything, but these kind of give you a taste of the flavor of the work that I do.
Do you have photographs?
Yes.
Receipts? And pass those over to Eva, please.
Do you have any pictures of you making them by any chance?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The dog is rather whimsical.
Yeah,
It's
he's-
cute.
he
It's
came out
really,
well.
really cute.
This guy will actually have a body as well as just being a little statuette, but I also make him with a body, but he's too big to bring to the...
Are they heavy?
No.
Can I touch one?
Yeah.
Have you done any other shows?
No, actually I haven't.
Yeah.
So there's no two alike, obviously. They're always
No,
different.
they're always unique.
It's cute.
The ears
It's
are...
heavier than you think.
They're plasma cut and hand formed, so they never come out identical.
Interesting. So how much would like that item be?
About probably $55 or $65.
They're really cute. I make a motion to approve Lost City Ironworks.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed? Welcome. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank
Very
you.
much.
They're really cute.
I think it'll be fun.
They make you smile. They're
Yeah,
fun.
that's the idea. I enjoy making them.
It's like a lot of work.
It's not too bad.
Don't say that. Say, oh yeah, it takes me hours and hours.
Well, if it took me that long,
Slave away.
I couldn't sell them for $65, and I'm staying busy for very long.
Absolutely. Well, good luck.
Thanks very much.
J and J.
Good afternoon. Hi. Oh, yeah.
So I brought my wire jewelry.
Did we look at these originally? Or no?
No,
Okay.
I was told when I was approved to come back with any jewelry that I might have that I
That's
did with
right.
wire work.
Okay. I knew there was something.
Those were the earrings.
sorry.
Are you making the little pegs on the end?
I made everything but the beads on the end, the valley beads, and the, but I did all the wire on there.
You had a bracelet there as well? Or,
No, I
oh, those
had
are earrings.
I had a bracelet, but I had a problem with it.
Yeah, right, there is that.
you had some knitted scarves as well?
Mhm.
And you do the work?
Yes, I did all
Keeps you entertained while you're watching TV?
that. Well, I watch TV any other time. Oops. You don't need to see them.
Yeah, one's enough. They're all basically the same knit and tuck.
I suppose you call it.
Well, I think the jewelry's a little shy from the 75%. The scarves are obviously handmade. 100%.
Well, I just added the bead because you said that I could add the bead on the wire when I was here before. So, I mean, I can do the straight wire, without a problem, but I just thought the bead added something to the jewelry. So,
I think personally the jewelry, maybe it's just not, there's some things we have out there that are just really incredible, the way they wrap them. And I think it's just a little more simplified somehow. What do you think,
Yeah,
Scott?
well, part of the art form in your jewelry comes from the bead, from the large bead, the small bead, and then the wires kind of just going through it, wrapped around like on those amethyst earrings. So those would, in my opinion, not qualify for 75% handmade as a whole piece. So I've never been here when we've approved anything like a shawl or anything. It is.
Scott, your mic.
Get your mic on.
Oh, sorry.
So you feel the same way on the beads that they're not, or the
Just the jewelry in itself just wouldn't fall into that category. I'm sorry. And as far as like shawls and scarves and things,
Yeah, how is that written? I mean, it's an accessory,
Right,
so that's, according to the rules, that's
okay.
okay.
Yeah, they're handmade all the
Mhm.
way.
Well, I make a motion to approve the scarves, but not the jewelry.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None?
well, if I come back, you want more complicated wrap.
A little more ornate.
Just-
The wire wrapping has to supersede the stone, say, or the beads. Because the beads don't qualify, so your wrapping has to be a little more ornate and a little more to it.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
We look forward to it.
We're tightening up on this, just so fair warning.
You're tightening up on the wire?
Yeah, because we have so much of it down there, and so many complaints from people that, you know, that they're looking at it and go, well, you know, why'd you let them in and not us? And it's not, a lot of it is the quality is not there that they presented to us when they first came to us and showed us their goods. What they've done is a lot of them is they've slacked off on their quality. So it's just, you know, a little tuck and nip of the wire it's not what we're after, and that's what some of it's become. So that's why, you know, we're trying to, you know, corral it right now at the start that, you know, that's not what we want. 'Cause we're taking, you know, a little bit of heat
It's
from
really
it.
difficult to know, you know, what you want, you know. I do wire all the time, but I've seen the complex wire and I see them simplified. And the simplified, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, does not sell quite as well unless it has something to enhance the wire. And I feel like I do that with the bead. Now, I can do the same wire work and make it more complex without the bead. I just felt it enhanced the item. But that's
Well,
my
the bead
opinion.
would enhance the wire, but the wire has to be a little more detailed. How much time do you spend on, say, one of those ear rings? Just one side, roughly?
Oh, I'd say maybe half hour, 20 minutes to half hour. And that's if all goes well,
Yeah.
you know, and then you have to put the bead on and you have to make sure it hooks over the wire,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
Um,
So just maybe elaborate on it a little bit more and bring it back.
like I said, I will be back, because I do all wire on my jars, and I just don't, you know, I just see the wire work out there, and it's pretty complex
Well,
compared to what I.
That's what I'm trying to say, is that it's not, a lot of it is not what we approved, the wire wrapping.
Mhm. Okay, I'll come back. It's okay.
Okay.
Take my stars.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time. At least we didn't drop the jar this time.
Yeah, you did better. You know, you might more self-confident when you eat the board.
Ukaipa Valley Forge.
Hi, my name is
Hi.
Klaus Lubert, with owner of Ukaipa Valley Forge. I do traditional blacksmith work and also big iron sculpture. Here's some picture of myself at work in various things and a couple of receipts of material.
Here, you're the experiment.
All my work is handmade, traditionally made for the most part. Everything is one of a kind. I don't do any mass fabrication. And I also like to actually work on site. I have a mobile shop and I would like to bring it out if that's possible.
So this is your mobile shop
Yeah,
behind?
it looks a little different. That's an older picture.
Okay.
Is this more like the,
This.
or is that the same one?
That's the same one.
Oh, is it just a different
Yeah.
angle? Okay.
So you'd be cutting and grinding?
No, I will be doing blacksmithing. I have done so at many different places, at the LA County Fair, at several different street fairs and
Okay.
arts festivals.
Okay.
I will check it, but I will check in with the fire marshal, so he has no any,
Okay.
don't have
Well,
any.
part of my
problem with it.
concern is,
There
you know,
will be
it's
no
a nice
smoke.
concept,
Yes.
but part of my concern is if you're grinding
No,
things,
there will be no
you know,
grinding.
a
No
little
grinding,
chip
no
flies out
cutting,
in somebody's
no
eye or
chipping,
something like that.
No use of power tools.
Okay.
It's all traditional
Okay,
work.
just hammering and, okay.
You see, one of these pictures, it's very hard to see what it is, but it's a commission I'm currently working on.
Oh, boy.
It's a woolly mammoth. It's going to be 40 feet long and 26 foot high when it's all done.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big sculpture.
What other events have you been in?
I have shown at the LA County Fair, at the art at the lake, at Big Bear Lake. I have been into art in the park. I have shown at the 20th Century History Technology Museum, at the Jurupa Mountain Sculptural Center, at the San Bernardino County Museum. I have been to, what is it? I have shown in several galleries, and
There's only one example of your work in there. Are your pieces mostly large or small, or?
they vary. I tend to go do large things.
You like
I
'em
like
big.
big stuff, but I have some small ones.
So
about
your
here
booth
big.
will be mostly larger pieces, like a
There will be two
showpieces.
different kinds. There will be big pieces, and there will be some traditional blacksmith work, like chandeliers. But it's going to be high class iron work.
Looks nice.
I also do some bronze casting. There's one of the pictures showing me tapping the cupola. I also have a video. I brought it just in case. You can actually have it.
Oh,
Quite a few that shows some of
but we
my
can't
more.
watch it.
Yeah, you can't watch it.
We're without a VCR.
It's hard to approve things we can't see.
Okay, well,
I get a basic idea
Yeah.
of like your sculptures, like your, you know, these, but you're talking about ironwork, like chandeliers and things, and
Well, I'd say if the rest of his stuff is the quality of what
If he
we
can
do
make a
see there,
mammoth. then-
right.
Yes,
I'm not
you know.
just
I think it's okay. 'Cause he had that one picture
there's
with, he had
one
a statue
picture
about
of
this
a-
big.
of a dragon. He's about
Yeah.
here
That's the
big.
one, yeah.
Yeah, so if everything's in
Yeah.
content with that, that's basically,
yeah. We'll just
you know,
come to
what
your
we're
booth
after.
and give it a look.
Yeah.
We'll come to your booth and give it all.
The men
a
are the
look.
expert here. I'll leave it to them.
I know what your regulation is and people working on site, but I also like to not only show but educate the public on ironwork. I'm also a museum's curator besides being an artist and blacksmith.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it all
If
sounds
you
like it'd
have
be a great asset to
A
the.
captive audience, yeah.
And I'll make a motion that we approve art. which
Yucca
one is it?
Valley Forge.
Yucca Valley Forge.
It's
I'll second.
Ukaipa Valley.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well.
Ukaipa Valley.
Yeah, I wanted the Valley Forge, but Valley Forge
Yeah,
was
Valley
already
Forge.
taken, so.
Oh, I just got it, Valley Forge.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry.
Second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
You can keep this. I'd rather come see you.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I really, I like, yeah, it'd be great. Good luck. Who's got the picture? Oh, there we go.
What do we call it? Scissors?
There's so many
What do we call it?
ironworkers.
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can use.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
you
no,
in, not this week, but the next week.
that'd be great.
I'll be there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Arts Anvil? Another
That's a medal.
forger.
Hi.
Got the metal sculptures here today, huh?
A lot of them, yeah.
Okay, I do three-dimensional metal artwork, and I do wind sculptures and I do wall sculptures. So, these here, they're all made out of copper and they spin in the wind. They spin from the top up there and just takes a nice subtle breeze to get them going. So I make all those, and this is one of my larger three-dimensional sculptures.
Hypnotic.
So it hangs on a wall like a regular picture. So and I do these and I do mirrors and different designs.
Got some pictures. Great.
Yeah.
Are you hemming, folding all this yourself?
Some pictures.
What would a piece like this sell for?
That piece there sells for 45, and the piece there sells for 39 on that one. And then this piece here sells for $3.95.
Thank you.
So and this is kind of, I do mirrors and my booth display. I do art and craft shows from San Diego to San Francisco. On weekends, I do the Sawdust Festival in Laguna Beach.
Those wall pieces are nice.
Is that you making? Cool.
And then here's different material receipts.
You go, Larry. I haven't a
Interesting
clue
stuff.
about anything like that. Let's picture the blowtorch. Is that what it is? Okay.
Cutting torch.
Cutting
In that
torch.
case.
All in order.
Yeah, looks good.
All right, I'll make a motion that we approve Arts and Diddle for Village Fest.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oppose? None?
Thank you.
There you
Good
go.
luck.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good luck.
Wrapped up here.
Yeah. And we'll put you right next door to the other guy we just approved with the
It's gonna be Iron Row.
Iron Row. Iron Row.
Iron Row.
Yeah.
They're also different though, it's nice.
Yeah. The big Cosmo?
Yeah.
Cosmo? Am I pronouncing that right?
Is it Cosmeo?
Cosmeo.
Cosmeo.
This is a specially developed skin healing and moisturizing cream. It comes in 3 sizes and 2 different packaging.
Are you making this?
I'm not making at home, but this is a exclusive formula of my company. No one else has this cream except me. And this is unsolicited testimonials. Right now I am selling this cream at several farmers markets like Irvine, Tustin, Oceanside, Rancho Bernardo, Home and Garden Show, and health and fitness shows. This is the brochure. Also, orders are coming, repeat orders are coming through the website. This is the website.
I don't see this.
So you have a website, you're taking a lot of orders over the website?
The usually repeat orders are coming from website.
So it's pretty commercially available?
No, except me. Except my company.
I think being as we have currently bought, of these types of products right now, and also the packaging I'm not so enthralled with, and just the fact that you're having, what, a company make this for you then?
Yeah.
And, I mean, did you come up with all the?
Yeah,
Or-
they are making the cream to my specification.
It's pretty commercial.
Yeah, even the packaging and just
Yeah, what we're looking for is more of a mark, I don't know what,
People that are mixing their own,
yeah.
like at home over their stove, that's mixing their own scents and not having a manufacturer do it
This
for them.
is more than scents. Also, this is a healing cream, and it's a very effective cream. If you do at home, you don't have the same consistency each time because you need to have equipment, scientific equipment to measure all the things.
It's just too commercial for us.
Yeah, I think I'm sure it's a wonderful product, and I'm sure you'll do really, really well with it. But I make a motion to deny Cosmeo Incorporated.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Sorry.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and show you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I hope you do well with it. I'm sure it's a great product.
I'm already doing very good. I'm
Wonderful.
going to expand here too.
Laguna bath salts.
Hey, you guys. My
Hi.
name is Tara Trenda, and I do actually manufacture my own scents and blends. It's 100% pure sea salt with the blended essential oils and coloring. And I brought some salt. Do you want to try it? Here, I'll pass it around. This people actually fill their own bottles so they can make their own designs. It's set up in big buckets, like barrels like that.
Is that the premise of the booth, like for people to come and fill, like
Make them.
you sell bottles and things for them to put them in?
Yeah, they buy the bottle and then they, fill their own bottles with whatever scents they like. The kids really like it, actually. That was done like by an 8-year-old.
Well, the fact that it has a little twist, meaning you do something like fill bottles and they're displayed in wooden barrels rather than plastic ones.
How many bath salts do we have now? Matt?
Almost everything's saved.
All of the people with the soap have the bath salts.
We have a lot of people with bath salts.
Is it every other booth?
Is it every other booth?
It's getting there.
I'm gonna start selling shower stalls down there so we can use this up.
And he makes them himself.
Well, you could probably make your own shower stall.
I know, that's the scary part.
Yeah, you know, this
crap.
kid.
How many you sell?
Is that you?
No, just reminded me to turn it up.
Yeah, isn't it? It's just nice because it's interactive and everyone comes in and actually has to start, doing their own.
So do you know how many bath salt blenders we have right now?
Whoever has soap, except for one person.
And has anyone dropped out?
The only ones that don't have bath salts, is those two guys, Aqua Body and Bath.
That make their soap, like
Yeah,
the glycerin
they're the
soap?
ones that didn't get bath salts with it.
Have some of them, they've all been approved for the bath salts, or they just started?
No, they all been approved, bath salts.
I hate to deny it because it falls under the criteria, but how are we doing with waiting lists these days? Are we?
Yeah, exactly. I like the whole idea of the booth. I like that you fill bottles, you don't have to, and that it's displayed in barrels rather than wooden barrels rather than plastic ones.
But even if a few left at this point, I can't see us like replacing it with another one right now.
Are you mixing the salts yourself?
Yeah,
As
I've
far
got
as
the
fragrancing
receipts.
and stuff like that?
There's no
Yeah.
pictures of that.
I've got the receipts in there for the sea salt with the essential oils and the coloring. The blue ones are the oils. And then I do different blends of those oils.
How can we do it at this point? Can we approve it with a waiting list or a call somewhere down the line, or do we deny it now and then have a reapply, or what's been done?
Well, I think the only thing that has sort of up on the other ones is the way it's
Yeah,
displayed.
it's just
and
cute.
You could fill your own thing up and,
So they all have a little Chinese box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she did have
Yeah.
in the
Bottles,
display, yeah, the
yeah.
bottles, which is cute.
yeah.
But we just have so many right now.
We're in a quandary.
I know there's a lot of bath salts in Orange County, marketplace and stuff. But this is a little bit different because those are such small quantities, and they put them in the bags or the boxes, like you said. But I've got, the round bottles, and you saw the different kinds, and so it's nice where the kids can play, and the whole family actually gets together and does it. It's almost like sand art, but they get to use it.
It's a tough one because it's a nicely displayed booth.
Where's this at?
Yeah, that's at Bubbles. It's a store that you can make your own in her store, Laguna Beach. But it's really set up in those big wooden barrels.
Well, if you wanted, because of the uniqueness of the packaging, or which you'd be doing yourself, that would be the only thing that I would lean towards in favor of it. Because it does qualify, it's just,
Yeah, I
how
just
do
think we have
wanna
too many right
approach
now.
it. Yeah.
Is there any, Elaine, how does that work? Can we make a waiting list of some sort, or do we have, how does it?
But
It gets-
half of them are gonna leave for the summer and then come back. So
Right,
it's
so that
like-
doesn't quite work either.
It doesn't quite work that way either.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not a problem, it's my jewelry would be a problem. Is it
Yeah,
Could be with these stores, but I don't think people themselves.
yeah, it is, they're amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Right, it's
Right.
the whole look of the booth
Yeah.
is very, very.
Yeah, I mean, I love the
very
idea.
appropriate.
Everybody loves to fill out those sand things, I mean, it's the same kind of concept. Kids like it. Who hasn't done that in their life,
So,
She said, go ahead, you can have it.
But you do have the boxes in your booth as well. What if we just maybe did the bottles?
Absolutely.
Because so
Actually,
many
the
people already
boxes-
have that box.
Very
idea.
rarely do they buy boxes, except for, in Laguna when they want to come in and buy every week.
Refill their bottle. Or they can use it
Yeah.
again.
They can come back and
we
refill
could
their
do
bottle.
that, and there would be no bottles that are already filled, it would all be
No.
by the individuals,
Yeah,
sort of.
And just bottles then.
and just bottles.
I make a motion to approve Laguna bath salts with just the bottles.
Thank
Just the bottles for,
To fill up.
Customer
They'd-
sale.
Yeah, they'd be empty then, and then,
You may
Right.
want some for display, say, so people could see what,
They look like
yeah,
exactly.
what they can do with it,
Yeah,
but not really.
and if once in a while they refuse to make their own.
do they really?
Yes.
That's the fun part.
I know, and actually the people that don't
And
want to do
you
it the
could
most
fill it up
have the
for 'em.
funnest.
They don't trust themselves or what? They want it really
Exactly,
pretty in just a
yeah.
certain way.
Yeah.
who said it?
No one yet. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? None.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Oh, thank you so much. Does anyone want the spot therapy lavender? Good stuff, you guys. Anyone? It's past the point of
I
bribery
want
at
the
this
bottle.
point.
Instead, we're gonna come down and fill those up. Those
Past
would be
the
so
point.
much more fun.
It is past the point of bribery. That's
Yeah.
just a-
Thank you very much.
All right, you guys.
I'm the
Thank
chick.
you.
I
Yeah.
end up with
Yeah.
They get the
Thank
cool
you.
iron stuff. I
Yeah.
get the
Yeah,
bath
well.
salts.
You like those.
Yeah. Mom's Specialty prepackaged Mediterranean appetizers.
Hi.
Hello. Francis. This is Sam.
Hi.
We have appetizers, Mediterranean appetizers. Homemade pita bread. This is the Mediterranean sweet. This is the homemade pita bread. All our products are pre-packaged. Yes.
You guys are making all this yourselves?
Yes, sir. In the kitchen.
Kitchen at home?
No, actually, we have a kitchen in San Diego.
Yeah.
We sell hummus. It comes in different flavors.
Where else do you sell this at?
We do farmers market in Orange County and San Diego.
Orange County and San Diego County. It's gonna be this label. They're not ready yet, you know, my labels. Gonna be like that.
Those we make,
This is
those we make.
not so our product.
You make these as well then?
Yeah,
Yes.
we make, yes. Our kitchen in San Diego. Our pita bread. Yes. And you can see the pita.
They're leaking.
is,
They were in a
I'm
nice.
sorry, they
No,
were in
it's
the
okay,
cooler.
just-
Keep them on
Sorry, yeah,
ice.
they have
No.
to be.
And that's
They're
how we
from-
sell them. They always keep it stay on ice.
Okay.
So from San Diego, so we
And we have the pita chips.
No, they're so good.
we have
Two flavors. We have
lemon
the garlic and the lemon.
flavor.
You can smell it over there, can't you?
This is like
It is.
pesto pizza. That's why.
That's the thing to smell. You can smell
You
that.
can smell that one.
Very good.
Restaurant.
There's
We
more,
have,
my goodness.
We have 8 flavors of hummus over there. This is vegetarian.
Yeah, I
pullover.
want those. I want to bring
This
them
is
home.
feta cheese and spinach pizza.
I'll buy 'em
This is
now.
sun-dried tomato. They're all like they can refrigerate them for like 4 weeks, or and 400 for just 5 minutes, and keep it ready to eat.
That's it, right? There's no more coming out of that box.
This is all the
This
flavors.
This is the
Now we have
hummus, just different
8
flavors. We have
different
original.
flavors.
We have Kalamata olives and chives, roasted garlic and chives, roasted red pepper. We have the roasted garlic, cilantro jalapeno, and the eggplant, and the basil sun-dried tomato. That's the 8 flavors of the hummus.
And the pure baba.
One.
This is a tabbouleh salad.
It's a salad, yeah. And this is the pure baba. The pure baba. And we do few farmers market.
there on the limb, guys.
We actually do like a lot of farmers market in Orange County.
Orange County. we
In
do,
Orange County.
And LA County. And San Diego County.
Yeah, everything fits the criteria as far as bakery items go and the look and everything, except the hummus packaging.
Hummus is gonna be like this. This is my label of hummus.
That's the
This
label.
is the label.
This one.
That's the label is going to be on the
This is
hummus.
gonna be my label.
And it's going to be in containers that just similar to this.
Yeah. But this is not the.
Yeah, that looks
label.
more like it would be store-bought.
No,
Yes.
this is not. It's not gonna be this label.
Mhm.
It's gonna be only one piece. That one. But they're not ready yet. You know. It's just to start. So.
You had a problem. What was it?
Well, it's real commercial looking. All the packaging is,
That's what I
you know,
need.
looks like I just came from Trader Joe's and picked up.
This is. They're not gonna
Everything.
be that one. They're not. This is all the. They're not the label. It's
That's gonna be the label. he's
This
saying.
is my label. You know.
And it's going to be on
So
containers.
this is
like,
your label.
And
This is my
containers
label,
like this, similar to containers like this.
So then,
One label.
how come this label isn't on those packages now?
This is this all. It's my family. They try like to sell them like in the other. I mean, we sell them like this.
In other markets.
Other market.
So stores, markets.
Yes.
Not really. We just it's new. We are very new, so we don't have like very few markets.
Because I think it's pretty commercial. We like to
Yeah.
see people making, their food down here when we let food in.
We make everything, in our kitchen in San Diego, and we sell it like this prepackaged,
Yeah, that's why I mentioned like the bakery items kind of fit the bill, like the other bakery items down there. The packaged things such as hummus, etc., is in containers that look like they're store bought, but you can't probably have one without the other.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna be these labels. They're gonna be one piece with my name, that one.
Because I agree with you.
Yeah, they look
Do you
very,
think that
very
about
commercial.
everything, or just the packages?
Oh, this is,
I know what you're saying.
yeah, Trader Joe's.
But there's no competition between us and Trader Joe's. You're looking at the best stuff, and we brought some to
It's all our
to prove
family,
it.
It's all family, family business.
There's a big
going on
difference when you
together.
taste our hummus and taste Trader Joe's hummus. Big difference, and we hear it every day.
We're
We're at the
also
farmers market.
concerned with the overall appearance of the booth and the items, so there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to our decision. So I'm gonna have to make a motion that we deny Mom's Specialty Food for VillageFest. Sorry.
Do I have a second? I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, 2-1
I lose.
for denial. Sorry, guys.
How come you
I know.
put it back?
So can we try again?
I think
here today hoping that we're going to be approved.
packaging is part of my issue. It looks too commercial. I like to see something that is maybe, a lot of our vendors are actually making their items. Well,
Well, they're
some,
bakery, though.
yeah, they're bakery, yeah,
So
it's
they
a
are doing
different,
their own.
yeah,
I think it's the packaging.
yeah, it's the packaging.
Of
Change
what-
the packaging.
Of which one? Of
The
what?
hummus?
What? What?
The hummus packaging? Give us a chance.
Don't
Come
look
to
at
our
me.
booth.
I just gave you
Give
a
us
chance.
Come to our booth and look at our stuff. We do sample before we sell. We do give samples to people. We wear our gloves. We wear our apron. We do get in every single market. Like I said, we do in Orange County, and you could call. I'm sure you know where to call and ask. We never had any complaints. The people
We're
gonna be
we're
happy with our
family
food.
business, We're trying to do the best.
We really
Well,
do good.
you know,
We
it's-
really do good in the.
My feeling is the package, and I sort of have a sense that it's more a commercial product, where it's just not like the mom and pop thing, you guys doing it yourselves. I have a feeling that it's a little bigger operation than that. You're supplying, you're doing Orange County, you're doing all these other different, so I think you're a little bit bigger,
We do
more
fr-
commercial than what we're after here.
We do
We want
fried-
more, what we want is local people. I mean, people that have restaurants. So they are high on our list because they're in the area. They have a local restaurant in the area here, and where we are bringing in people that are competing against their business, that's where we have to be careful at. So that's where, you have, your packaging looks commercial, looks like it's bought at Trader Joe's or someplace like that. And so it looks to me that like you're not really making it, you're buying it. When I look at your packaging, it has all the nutrition charts on it and everything. That sort of tells me
we
it's
pay for
more
that label.
commercial
We
than.
pay for that label because
um,
it's at some farmers. I'm sorry, I don't mean to catch you, but they ask at farmers markets. They have that label, so we go out and buy that
I
label.
understand, I understand.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we make everything in our own. It's all our business. It's all family business.
We could bring pictures.
You
I
know?
could give you. I could bring
We
you.
do two market in Orange County. We do Friday market and we do Saturday market. Huntington Beach and Laguna Beach.
Their rules and regulations are
Yeah.
different than ours.
So yeah,
So everyone's different. Every single event will be different and have different rules.
yeah. This because this is all we do. You know, just two farmers market Orange County, and we don't sell anything anywhere else in Orange County.
It's just
San
the
Diego
packaging.
County,
The
yeah.
packaging on your hummus and the things in the containers just had a real commercial look to them.
So change the packaging, bring pictures of your operation in San Diego.
Yeah,
and see. It
sure,
doesn't cost you
yeah.
any money. You've already paid your $25, so
Sure.
that's
Yes,
what I would do.
that's okay. Sure. We do that.
Thank you.
Okay, great, thanks.
Thank you.
Dali Mama.
Hello.
It's wet. I'm a silk artist, and I have pictures. There was an article from the Desert Sun. Okay.
So you're making these garments
They're not
totally from
garments,
scratch?
They're scarves.
Scarves?
And yes, they're totally made from scratch. I even do the roll cam on them as well.
It's silk, it'd be a worm, not sheep.
She got the
You're the worm.
Very small. She harvested.
You're doing prints on these yourself?
They aren't prints, they're, well, I guess they are, that is a shibori, and it's done on a smocking pleater, and then I use a thickened dye on top, and then I paint, I dye it again with the silk dye. So each one has a very different and unique process, but
So
they're
all the
hand-painted.
designs and colors, you've done all that yourself?
All myself. I
Okay.
start
That's
always
right.
with
Okay, that's
white
what I was
cloth.
getting at. Yeah.
I start with white cloth, and I
Okay.
usually start with yardage.
But these designs are your own.
Oh, they're all my own, totally.
Did you say smocking pleater?
Yes, a smocking pleater, yeah. It's called Mokomi shibori, because it's a wood grain shibori. They're all steam set, and they're all washable.
They're very, very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, you do the dyeing all right.
Oh, yeah. I got the prices to
Yeah.
prove it. The bills to prove it.
Do you choose fabric paint for that, or?
That is a new experiment with fabric paint. And that's called a smoke ring. It's a real, it's just a drapey kind of bias piece.
Do you guys want to see more of these? Nope.
I don't. That looks like a lot of handwork is into it.
They're all
I'll make a
hand-dyed.
motion that we-
They're all sure.
I'll make a motion that we approve Dali Mama for VillageFest.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed? Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Lily Rock Lamp Company.
Hi, I'm Michael Creighton. I'm the co-owner of this Lily Rock Lab Company, and there's a couple of samples of work and some pictures. Some of the receipts.
You're getting all of your wood just out of the forest, or?
Right, in Idlewild primarily.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
You just go hunting for it, or?
Well, actually, I usually work with people, either builders who are building homes and lots, and they have to clear the area. And actually, you can locate manzanita in the dump. People throw it away. I haven't fished it. Yeah, it is difficult to cut.
What kind of shades would you have on them?
It varies. I'm always experimenting. I have some glass shades that I showed in there. I didn't carry one in because they're a little
Do
fragile.
you sell them with shades, or you sell?
I can
that?
do either way.
So is your booth basically the lamps without shades?
Well, that's up to you. I sell some now. I sell in Idlewild in one store, and in Julian in another store in La Mesa. But typically, we've tried to do it with shades, but I would also like to try without, because I never know what people are going to want. And so my idea would be to bring several different style shades: fabric, parchment, glass, stained glass.
Because
Yeah.
as it stands right now, I mean, these are 75% handmade.
Yeah.
No question, but the shade could change that based on.
Yeah, but even with the shade,
like-
that's just the
Yeah.
accessory to
Yeah,
it.
well, like this
basically.
shade here, just like is your average lamp
Yeah.
shade
Yeah.
you would buy in Target.
Yeah.
But some of these other ones have like a a Tiffany look, or this one looks like it's painted. So it would change the appearance of the lamps in the booth itself, in my opinion.
So on the plus side, the appearance changed.
Yeah.
I didn't follow that, but okay. I'm sure they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't function without shades,
Yeah.
but
So you
I'm
could,
open to either way. I
do
can-
it shades as an option, because there again, you have to look at what somebody wants to walk down the street carrying also. This big lamp over your shoulder, you have to go home then.
Where do you sell these now?
In a store in Idlewild and in another store down in Julian. And we're looking into putting one in an antique store in La Mesa, down in San Diego. And like I said, each one is different, and I'm still experimenting with different shades, and my idea would be to put the shades I do have put on the lamps, and then others I would have. I probably have 20 in my inventory right now, and so most of them would not have shades. And based on what I've heard today, I would be open to selling them without shades and maybe showing pictures of what they could look like and what other types of shades would look on them.
So I guess the shade would be your option, if you want to sell it with it or without it, because this would be your piece of art here, and that's your qualification is that. So I'd be comfortable with that.
I'll make a motion to approve Lily Rock Lamp Company.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, when I can do this is another issue. I can't do it this week.
Well, I'll talk with you tomorrow.
Okay.
about that, 'cause we'll fix it.
All right, thank you.
Marcella's Silks.
Did I say that right, too?
I wasn't looking. I don't know.
Did I pronounce that right?
Pardon?
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you did.
Marcella?
Yes,
Thank
that
you.
is correct. Well, I'm a silk artist, and I hand paint everything. I don't sew, but I have a bunch of different product lines. You had asked for pictures of me going through my process, so I have 2 scarves here. I have picture documentation. Now these have been set, but I haven't actually washed them yet. I pulled them out of my steamer this morning, so it's about a week-long process, and we just moved to LA from Portland and got here on Sunday, so
So you're tired.
I'm tired.
Is that one piece or that?
There's
This
2
is one,
pieces.
isn't it? Oh, this
Oh,
is
there's
2?
2 pieces. Yeah, there's a oh, somebody put something wet down there.
Yeah, it is 2.
And I have big capes and different sizes of scarves and all sorts of different. I mean, everything is pretty much a one-off. I never do anything the same way twice.
How do you do this hemming?
I don't hem it. I don't sew. I buy the silk. The silk is white.
Okay, it's already
It
crimped.
starts white. It's already hemmed. I don't
Okay.
sew. Yeah. And each piece takes anywhere from, just for the painting, an hour to 10 hours, depending on which one.
Do you have any receipts for any of the products?
You know, I didn't bring my receipts. However, I can have them to you by tomorrow.
Where do you buy your dyes?
Dharma.
Dharma.
Yeah.
What kind of paint do you use?
I use tin fixed dyes, and I also use Lumiere paints. For my resist lines, I use Lumiere paints.
Mhm.
And all my designs are out of my own head. So.
And then you have clothing?
Yes. I'll bring it around.
We don't allow clothing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I could do 2 scarves. I taught myself how to paint like this about 7 years ago. So. this
You have some
process-
wall hangings? Do you have any of those with you?
Yes, I do. Actually, some people use the scarves as wall hangings
Yeah, I
too,
was-
but this is one of my wall hangings. I've been doing a series of phoenixes. It's actually the back
It's huge.
Is it a phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Can you guys see okay?
Have you showed at other shows before? Like you have a big place to put that behind you, or do you?
Oh, yeah, I have both an 8x8 booth and a 10x10. I've been doing the Portland Saturday Market for the last year. And I did that Ashland Artisan Market for years. And I actually used to coordinate their music for them there as well. So,
I make a motion to approve Marcella silks, but the scarves and the wall hangings, but not the clothing.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Gin Self Corp. Gin Self.
Oh dear.
Essence Herbs. Essence Herbs.
Asante, maybe?
Ascente.
Asante? Well, either way, they're not here.
That's it.
I don't know.
Travel Touch. Travel Touch.
Look at that. Plants and tan, we don't show us.
What is it?
From the garden.
It's us. We're here.
From the garden.
You couldn't tell by the accent.
Guess what we do? People think we are a restaurant sometimes. Vegetarian restaurant, yeah. Not bait. I'm Karen Mallory, and this is my sister Kathy Garfield. And we brought some of our samples for you. We do dried florals, specializing in freeze-dried florals. And I brought some receipts and some pictures of doing it and the freeze-dried. Do you want us to pass these or?
Maybe the wreath.
Small one. You got any of the small ones down there?
The little
There's a little
basket.
bit.
Are you girls, you're freeze drying your own flowers?
We are. There's the machine.
All right, good.
It
Good.
is.
Good start.
Sometimes we even grow the flowers.
That one got kind of banged around with the roses, but they're shedding.
Where do you show now?
We do craft fairs, local craft fairs in San Diego. We do Oktoberfest, and we've done some harvest festivals and things. The reason why we want to come here is my in-laws live here, so we can come visit.
Pretty.
We make the wreath base, then we green it, and then we decorate it.
So price, go ahead. Did you want to say something?
I think he's
No.
talking to you.
Oh, me? Oh, me, no.
I thought I interrupted you.
I didn't say a word, actually.
So what are the price points of these pieces?
This one's $27.95. This ranges anywhere from like 25 to 30. The baskets range anywhere from 45 to 60.
Like that size
Yeah.
would be-
This size would be 60 with the freeze dried.
And something like that.
That one was 24.
They're very, very nicely done.
Thank you. We have the burns on our hands to prove that.
That's a beautiful wreath.
I love that wreath. We used to have a flower shop, and then our kids were going to school, so I got this idea that if we sold our flower shop and bought a freeze-dry machine, we wouldn't have to work as hard.
And how is that
case?
coming?
It's
Yeah.
not
coming well.
But you know what? She fell for it.
I
so-
did. It always looks good on paper.
I
doesn't
know
it?
it does.
The theory is
I
great.
talked her into it. So.
And we'd also like to be able, if we could, to make things while we're there. Oh, that's great. So. Yeah, it helps, really. People come over and they want to see Yeah. what you're doing. So if we could do that. And we do also do fresh flower bouquets, but we didn't bring one with us today, but they're just mixed bouquets. And they range anywhere from $5 to $20.
I mean, just like a fresh flowers in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should stick with just these for, we have
Okay.
other florists that do that.
Okay.
And this keeps your booth unique too, and also if you're, you know, doing your craft in your booth, we encourage that because it is an arts and crafts fair, and I think that is something that people love.
Okay.
So with that, I make a motion to approve From the Garden for Village Fest.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you.
Good
Very
luck.
nice.
Thanks.
Two markets.
To market.
To market, to market.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question about getting the business license before 5? Where do I go?
Go straight down the hallway. Okay, we walk in the door.
All right.
Tech design?
Tech design. Okay, what do you add starter?
Okay, I'll need a motion for added starter, please.
I make a motion that we have an added starter. How many?
3.
3 added starters.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Tom?
Oh, it's a bug. I'm like, what are you-
You get too
What are you
close.
swatting me?
I'll come from the other side. We've got one fact sheet left. We're coming back to Palm Springs for the 9th year here in the Springs. We did 2 in Indio before we came here. We have been part of the street festival for the last 10 years and would like to come back again. And we usually bring some entertainment out during the week and or on Thursday nights. And
Walk around and cause revelry.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Renaissance Fair is a great asset to the city in the spring. And I'll make a motion, we approve
Renaissance Fair.
Tom and his Renaissance Festival to have a booth at VillageFest to promote their festival.
Actually, they don't have a booth. They started just strolling around.
Yeah, is that what you do?
No, we usually have a small table.
Yeah, a little area.
Table, yeah.
Yeah.
And bring some pictures out and stuff so that they can see the festival.
My second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Oh, somebody forgot. Who forgot? Is that ours?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark King. Mark King is with King's Creation. He always has a booth down there. Remember he does the wall pot hangers, and then he does the little.
The flower. Do you still do those? I was looking for you. I didn't see. I mean, I saw you, but I didn't see those last week.
Well, my wife's been real sick, so when I do those, it's a little heavier work, so it's
Got
not
it.
to set up. These are just some other wood things. I cut these out of wood, of course. I drill them there for the new coin holders. I mean, the new quarters. You get a nail, you can pop them out. Just,
So the new quarters,
yeah, you just
all
push
the
it.
different states are doing,
Right.
so you can line them up.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna be in the same where they're supposed to
Buy
be. but-
cardboard collectible
Yeah.
things for those.
Yeah.
So, what does he sell now? Don't you
Plant
make the
hangers.
porcelain?
He has
Oh.
the
And-
pot.
and the
You know,
porcelain
you stick the
flowers
pot
as
in those
well.
things. They're long, those skinny things.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, and the candles.
Right, the ones with the porcelain flowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And these are new table. You can set them on a floor or a table. They hook the pots in the same way. These are just a lot of people that are out of town like something small, so I made it so it fit in their suitcase. And these hold same way the pot hangers work. They just hook the pots in. This holds 6, and that's just a different style. I have a couple different designs. Same thing. And then, that one looks like a rocket, just a little more. This is something I just kind of stumbled across. I just cut a tree down and I had some friends over. So we had a Dremel, so I started, putting, because my wife always wants to give everybody a present. So I just wrote their names on them. And then by the end of the night, I made 20 of them. So that I would do right there at the fair.
I was gonna ask, how could you have a combination of names that would? So you do it right there then.
Yeah, well, that's my wife there, but.
Oh, okay. So
but,
there you go.
But those I have a Dremel that just a Dremel, small little tool with a rounded tip edge. That's just a tree out of my backyard. That's just blank wood. And then, most of them are this size, or they can be a little bit fatter as well. I don't not make too much bigger. That's what it looks like without the. And then I would just carve it right there, whatever they want. I can write anything. I can draw a cartoon on it, or write anything they want. Oh, one other thing I forgot to bring it, but I know you have another gentleman that does names there. That carves names out of wood, and I wouldn't want to do something similar to his, but I make names. I made it for Christmas for my nephews, big names, and then I spray paint them white, and then I actually just a primer, and then I cut like little hearts or crosses or doves or different things that they want on them. And I spray paint them like almost like a rainbow color, different colors that they like. Just spray across them, and they come out real nice. The bigger names though, you would either put on a door or hang up in a room. But I forgot to bring it.
So you take orders on those? I mean, or
I do them right there.
Oh, you do them right
Yeah,
there.
I have a little portable scroll saw. Same thing. Well, I could actually cut any of those out. I was at Knott's Berry Farm for a month, so I was cutting these out while I was working. I had my display up, and I just had my saw right there. I just cut them out. But the names I get in the order, it takes about 15-20 minutes to do one. To cut it and then to spray it, to spray a primer, it takes about 15 minutes
The
to
thing
dry.
is spraying down there. How are you gonna spray it out? That's my concern, is spraying down there. You just get paint on the pavers.
Well, I can just put a big tarp out. It's only a small I mean, it's only this big.
Yeah, you only got a small booth, I know how, but I'm just saying the fumes and the paint, that's my concern with the spray painting.
Is the guy that does the names, is that all he has? See,
No, you're talking about
His, yeah, he's an older gentleman. He cuts the small names out with a plastic
Oh,
over the top.
right.
He
Yeah,
has
yeah,
his
yeah.
full
Yeah, these
color.
are, these I draw all
Yeah.
the names by hand. I draw them
Yeah.
all freehand. The different typefaces, whatever. I mean, I don't have to paint them. I just thought it looks like, well, it looks real nice.
are you doing pretty good with all your other stuff? Or you think you'd do real good with this
These add
without
to
the
it.
name thing?
Well, it's just added things.
Just, well, what I'm getting at, I guess, is, if you're doing good with all this, I'd hate to see, you start taking juice from this other old guy down there that's making his livelihood out of it, and then you got one guy doing names and 2 doors down, another guy's doing names. But I guess the other guy's doing a lot of this other similar stuff also.
Yeah.
No, he's not
So,
doing that, he's doing,
the little
merry-go-rounds
card things and
cars
stuff,
and
yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah.
too, children's shows.
Yeah, okay, so that's
I
not
mean, I
his
wouldn't do-
sole thing
they're a lot
too
bigger.
either.
My only concern is the painting down
Yeah.
there.
I just don't wanna,
down there.
have 20 guys down there, and, everybody's can't make rent for the night because we have 20 of the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, that's like there's 2 or 3 other guys that make the plant hangers. When I first was here, they
Yeah.
weren't there, and then they copied it and made it a little different. So I'm running the same problem.
Yeah, because, we like to sort of, keep booths unique in their own ideals and, I don't know, I guess.
I mean, they're a lot. I mean, they're a lot.